Today's video is partially sponsored by Sunshine Games in Tampa, Florida. Tampa's premium hobby store. If you play it, they have it. They have everything from Pokemon to Battlespare Saga, Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and even Shadowverse Evolved, and the greatly anticipated Lorcana. If you're in the Tampa area, swing into their Tampa location on Telecom Drive. And if you're looking for a local event, head on over there as well. Now, if you can't go to their location, just go straight to their website or even their TCG player store. Links to both of those will be in the description below. Also, the address to the store. Thank you, Sunshine Games, for being a part of this video. Now, let's get into it.
The Eve of Empire, an Imperial Chronicle. Episode 2. Year 7, Pre-Empire, the Battle of Sekigaya. Excerpt from the autobiography of Imperator Kai. The common perspective is that Monarch and I were constantly together, but in truth we only fought together once at the Battle of Sekigaya. On loan from Lord Dragon, Monarch proved to be even more heroic than I had previously imagined possible. As Supreme Commander, I gave very little direction, yet Monarch enacted my will with surprising detail. When left alone, Monarch would defeat one enemy after another according to my wishes. Fighting had never felt so easy, nor would it ever again. Apparently done licking their wounds from the Pterosaur engagement, 2 years later Ice Aegis once again invaded Blaze Aegis. In a repeat of their previous attempt, this plot was also ended in failure after they were repelled. Ice Aegis entered Blaze Aegis territory at Sekigaya, and hostilities had only barely begun when Ice Aegis ended up being pushed back. Kai was Supreme Commander for Blaze Aegis during the fighting. Kai placed Monarch, who has steadily been rising to prominence, in a direct chain of command, and together the two of them triumphed over the forces of Ice Aegis with a synergy that left fellow allied generals standing in their wing. It was then that Kai and Monarch both realized that the other was an individual they could sympathize with and consider an equal. Historical anecdotes about the pledges of friendship and fidelity they made while observing their high ground as Ice Aegis force retreated, known as the Victory Oath, persisted even to this day. Year 4, Pre-Empire, the Void Lord Upheaval. Recollections from Tokiwa in the life of Monarch. Despite the loss of his master, Lord Dragon, Monarch fought on, soon toppling a fourth Void Lord. I could still hear those denizens of Dark Ages cheering in jubilation upon his triumphant return. Godslayer, they began to call him, and the memory of their voices chanting both his new epithet and Monarch's name never fails to set my heart racing. This was the year when disaster struck the world, the reappearance of the Void Lords, 6 incarnations of destruction previously known only from ancient legends. Whereas invasions were undertaken to capture and control land from neighbors, it seemed the Void Lords came from the sole intention of laying waste. Some records claim nearly 1/10 of the world's territory was lost to the devastation of the year between when they first appeared and when they were finally vanquished. To this day, the mechanism behind their revival remains a mystery, and the threat they pose remains a distinct reality. One individual was almost entirely responsible for bringing an end to the upheaval, the hero Monarch. Records tell us Lord Dragon defeated the first Void Lord within the borders of Blaze Aegis. However, Monarch was also present, and his participation is easy to imagine. Soon after, Lord Dragon fell victim to the Void Lord within Wind Aegis before it was finally crushed. Lord Dragon's 3 closest retainers joined Monarch as he continued felling the Void Lords in Ocean Aegis and Dark Aegis, and finally in Light Aegis. Although historically credited with 4, if one includes the Void Lord and Blaze Aegis attributed to Lord Dragon, Monarch defeated 5 of the 6 Void Lords. It is not difficult to understand why he is considered the greatest hero of the Warring Nations era. Monarch had saved the world and won the hearts of the masses, and they began calling him the Godslayer Imperator. The title Imperator had become a common appellation given to the accomplished generals during the Warring Nations era. While the populace addressed Monarch as such, he never personally acknowledged the honor. In later years, they recognized his discomfort and dropped it in favor of the simpler Godslayer hero. Since Tokiwa, one of the 3 who aided Monarch, would later be recognized as Godslayer Hero Reborn, it is hypothesized that Monarch passed along some of his knowledge to Tokiwa.
Yo, what up YouTube? Kyle here for Boss TCG, your home for competitive TCG news and content, and you are on the Boss TCG Bandai channel where we talk about Battle Spirits, Dragon Ball Super, One Piece, and Digimon. If you guys like Bandai content and want to see more content on Bandai, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys like this video, hit that like button. And if you guys just want to join in the conversation, go down in the comment section below and get into that conversation.